Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be a new product from Klein. Now, these are things that are just now starting to hit the local Lowe's stores. They've got bit holders, they've got cases that have some bits in it, they've got little adapters, all sorts of little things like that. I've seen lots of post pictures. Some of you emailed them to me, and this is something that I got as well. Now, my local Lowe's hasn't put out any of that stuff. I ended up having to have this shipped to my house, and this is the Klein Tools Dual Lock Impact Extension. Part number is 31088. This is the 6-inch version. This one's going to run you $9.98. They also have a 12-inch version as well for $14.98. You can see here that it is dual lock, and I am a big fan of the locking bit holder because regular bit holders, sometimes the bit comes out, stays in your fastener, or if you apply a lot of torque, sometimes it's very hard to get it out of your bit holder. You got to have a pair of like Cobras or something like that to get your bit out. I don't like that. So the fact that this said dual lock, that was pretty interesting to me. I thought I'd go ahead and check it out. You can see that you do have that quick release lock, so they're your standard locking bit holder, but it also has a secondary twist lock. So I'll talk about that. Here is the back of the package if you want to pause in and zoom in and read any of that kind of stuff right there. And then if we go down to the very bottom, you can see it is made in Taiwan. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the package. I've had it out of the package. I've already played around with it to kind of see the advantages and disadvantages. To me, there are two reasons why you would want this one, and then there's two reasons why it won't replace my DeWalt one for my like standard one that I use all the time. But just depends on if those reasons are important to you, which one might be the best fit for you. But let's go ahead and check it out. So as I said in my initial impression, I feel like there's two main reasons so far why someone would want to make this their go-to, and then there's two reasons why I feel like they would still go with the one that they're currently using. I'm going to start out with the two reasons why you would want to make this your go-to. Of course, one is going to be that dual lock. So you have this collet right here that you can take a bit, lock that into place. That's going to be like your standard locking bit holder. It's in there until you go and pull back on this collet again, and now your bit will come out. Now, it doesn't push up like it does on some other ones, like it doesn't pop up, easy to grab, but it still is a locking bit holder. This is not going to come out of there unless I pull back on that collet. Well, then you have this dual lock. You can see this threaded action right here. I can basically push this up. That locks in that collet, so now I can't pull it back. So now that bit is in there 100% secure. So you can kind of think about more so less than bits, but something like a spade bit or something like that. If you're going in and you're going to drill a hole into a stud or whatever it might be, sometimes whenever you're going in or coming back out, that collet can catch on something that can pop your bit out. You're going to end up losing your spade bit. So now if you're going to use it for spade bits, you could lock that into place. For whatever reason, that's having a hard time going in. And now you're not going to lose that bit. So that is a really good feature in my opinion. Again, it's something that no other locking bit holder that I've used has. I don't know if there's some other ones out there, but that makes that super nice. There's no way for me to release that bit until I come back in here, unthread that, and then pull that back and release that bit. So that's the number one reason, and that is the main feature of this. The other thing is, I know a lot of you absolutely love running Japanese bits with that 13mm collet. Well, this one right here does accept those. So you can put that in. That's locked in until I pull back that collet. And then you can also, still lock that into place if you want to. Same exact thing, but it does lock those in. So you can use those bits along with your standard versus if I get out the Milwaukee and put the vessel in there, that one doesn't lock in. It almost feels like it does. Like I can feel it push in there a little bit. Even if I pull the collet and slide it in, that feels like it's in there, but if I pull hard enough, it doesn't actually lock into place. Same thing with the DeWalt. Doesn't lock in, will not go in there and lock into place. So if you run Japanese bits, that's another reason. So that's the two reasons. One is, of course, that locking bit feature, the dual lock. That's the number one thing behind it. And then the second thing is that it does accept the Japanese bits. But the two things that are going to cause you to maybe not use this as your daily driver, despite the fact that it has that dual lock and also will hold Japanese bits, one is going to be the size of the head. The Milwaukee is one of the bigger ones in my opinion. I really love them. They're built like tanks. I haven't broke a single one, but the Klein is even bigger than the Milwaukee. So again, if you're going into a hole or somewhere trying to get to a fastener, these will not fit in there sometimes. I primarily use these in framing and stuff where I'm just out in the open. They work great, but the Klein is even bigger than that. But the DeWalt ends up winning all the time for me because of the size. It's so slim. It's basically the same shape all the way down. So it's definitely a lot smaller option than all the other ones, and the Klein's a little bit bigger. But again, this depends on what you're using it for. If you're drilling a 3/4 hole with a spade bit, obviously this is going to fit in there. That's not going to end up being an issue. So the main reason why it's not going to become probably my daily driver is the fact that there isn't magnetism. So if I take this Vera bit right here, I'm going to put that same one in the Klein. I'm going to put that same one in the Milwaukee. And then I'm also going to put the same one in the DeWalt locking bit holder as well. So all three of them have the same bit just in case the metal's a little different or whatever it might be. If I put, I've got a panel screw right here. If I take the DeWalt, it is magnetic. So as you can see right there, I'm going to drop that screw off. Here is the Milwaukee. It's also magnetic, about the same as the DeWalt. And then here is the Klein tools. No magnetism whatsoever. Not going to pick up that screw. That's a big deal for me whenever I'm using bits. So again, it's not going to matter to me whenever I'm using a spade bit or something like that, but it does matter to me whenever I'm using my bits. That's one of my #1 things. So that's why this can't be like my daily one that's in my Surge or in my Vessel USB screwdrivers, all those kinds of things. But I do see some case scenarios where it's going to work out well. So the two things, again, size and magnetism are probably the downside of it. But the two pluses are it does have that dual lock, and then also will accept those Japanese bits. But there you go, guys. There is the Klein Tools dual locking bit holder. Again, this is the 6-inch version, 31088. It's not going to replace the DeWalt as my day-to-day, primarily strictly just because of the magnetism factor and then also that form factor right there. But I still see a great use for that dual lock, spade bits, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that whenever you drill a hole, when you come back out or whether you're going back in, you don't catch the edge of something. It pulls back that collet, releases your bit. You might want that very well in your day-to-day. That might be the most important thing to you. And in that case, this might be a very good fit. So let me know in the comments below what you think about it, what you think about that dual lock feature. Do you feel like that's useful? I'm interested to get your feedback on that as well. I've got a video showing my favorite locking bit holders, comparing different ones, but I'm curious to know what your favorite one in the comments below as well. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.